my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Crystal, the Crystalline Priestess, and this is going to be an exciting little reading today about what your soul purpose and your calling is. So if you're new to my channel, I do pick a card readings, as well as I will be doing some other stuff eventually when I get the ball rolling a little and get my act together. But yeah, at the moment I'm doing pick a card readings, so I have 3 piles for everybody. There will be timestamps down below, so once you choose a group you'll have like a minute's meditation after I'm done with the introduction. And yeah, you can go from there, pick a group, and then there will be a timestamp below as well as a song. So there might be some extra messages in there for you with your tune. Yeah, so today we're going to be looking at what your soul purpose, what your soul calling is, what your spirit is essentially drawing you towards on this life journey. Now, I want to put in a disclaimer. I do believe that your soul purpose and your soul journey can definitely change throughout your life. You know, we go through different phases and seasons throughout life, and something that you might have felt like an extreme calling for your soul 5 years ago might not feel the same way now. So take this the same way. This is based on when you've come across this video, so this is essentially your soul's path and soul's calling and soul's journey right now in this moment, but that is obviously open for change and interpretation. So like I like to say in all my readings, this is a general reading for a general audience. If something doesn't resonate with you, then it's probably not for you. Take what does resonate and sort of leave everything else to the wayside. I trust that you have the discernment to know when something is for you and when something is not. Tarot is not meant to dictate your life and tell you what to do. It's essentially just here to confirm what it is that you already know deep inside your soul. So, with all that said, I reckon that we should just get into the video. Pile 1 is going to be this little moss agate. Pile 2 is this interesting little chakra Merkiba stone. And group 3 is going to be this black obsidian spearhead. So there's going to be a close-up of these and a little bit of a meditation so that you can see better and get a bit more of an idea. And then yeah, I'm going to meet you guys in your timestamp and we'll get into your reading and see what the hell your soul's purpose is. So much love to you guys, and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello my loves, welcome pile 1. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. If you chose this moss agate, then this is going to be the reading for you. So I've got your oracle cards out. We're going to start off with your oracle cards and then get into the tarot to get a bit more details. I do want to pull 1 tarot card for you, however, just to get a vibe of your energy. So what is group 1's energy, please, spirit? What is the energy of group 1? Who are they? Ooh, okay. So you actually have the Knight of Swords. Wow. So I feel like that's actually quite in alignment with the tarot cards that have come out for you. So this is the Knight of Swords. As you can see, this is someone that experiences a lot of stress and anguish and anxiety and a lot of fear and negativity and just like very, very intense feelings. So the first card that you actually had come out when I was asking for your soul purpose and calling is Ouija board, caution. So straight away, and it's funny that you pulled that 9 of Swords, because I feel as though you're a truth teller. You've got Saturn coming out for truth, so Saturn's a big deal for you. I feel as though you are like, to me, Saturn can sometimes represent karma and essentially overcoming karmic debt. And you, to me, feel as though you are extremely psychic. You're extremely open. You might even be like an empath. You are just somebody that is really, really receptive to the energies around you. And that's why I feel like that 9 of Swords is coming out, because the 9 of Swords is also talking about someone that has nightmares and, has a lot going on mentally. And with that Ouija board caution coming out, I really feel as though, you are actually you're someone that can communicate with spirits. You're someone that can communicate with people that have passed, with energies, just with things that scare other people. So I feel like the things that you are actually quite drawn to might really scare other people, and could have even possibly scared you as a child. I'm sort of getting like 8th house, 12th house energy. So I feel like, they're two very dark houses that sort of are shaded with a lot of mystery. And I feel like you're a very mysterious person, and part of your soul purpose and mission is actually harnessing this within you. So, overcoming fear and like trusting in yourself and trusting in your experiences and your abilities, because I feel as though you're actually here to spread truth. You're here to spread light. You're here to actually like call people out, call people out. You're here to call energies out. You're here to just essentially spread. What I feel like you're doing is spreading your truth and spreading your light, and your truth and your light is, it's the path and it's the way. And I feel like the other oracle card you got, and I'm really being drawn to the light that's coming through in this corner, like this walkway right here. So it feels like you're actually here to guide people into the light, because you've probably been through a lot of pain throughout your life. This is showing me that you are someone that has had to deal with an awful lot of pain and suffering and, anxiety, and it's a lot of struggle and strife and feeling stuck and trapped sometimes in your own like, it's like sometimes our emotions can feel like a prison, and I feel like at times maybe you felt as though your emotions have been a prison because you're so empathetic or empathic, however you say it. And that's why that Ouija board is coming out as well, because you actually really do need to be very careful with where you extend your energy and who you give your energy to. Because like I said, with that Saturn truth card coming out, I feel like you're here to spread truth, and you're here to like spread light and like, tell people how it really is. But at the same time, that can come with a really heavy burden. And I feel as though that's been projected to you through other people maybe just dismissing you, not listening to you, just not taking you seriously, and just, like when you're trying to put your light out there and tell your truth and spread your truth, and people sort of just ignore you and they don't really take into consideration what you're saying. They sort of just think of you as being crazy. And the truth is, especially with Ouija board coming out, you are not crazy. You are communicating with spirits. You are communicating with like the other realms. You're not so much glued to this realm. You're quite ethereal. Like you might have some major water placements like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like you're just really, really connected to the other realms and the other worlds. And even with your card, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it. And I feel like you've always been on your life path. And your life path isn't so much something as though it's like, oh, you're meant to be this or do this. This is more so your energy is what is needed on this planet right now. So I'm getting the vibe you're probably most likely a starseed. I mean, I feel like pretty much everyone that comes to my channel is going to be a starseed or a light worker in some way. this is just really, really like honing into me the fact that you're just so connected to the other realms, and I feel like that's caused a lot of pain and suffering for you, because you just might not quite understand why and how the humans can feel like this and be like this, and just have such negative outlooks and be so negative towards each other and all that sort of stuff. So you feel like you're it feels a little bit like you might be a loner, like someone that isn't quite understood by everyone. Like your energy feels a little misunderstood, but that is because you're the truth bearer. You are a bearer of truth. You are here to shine a light into the dark spaces. Like, look at how beautiful and vibrant this card is, and look at how dark like this caution Ouija board card is. I feel like you are here to like really bring truth to light and to help people understand like what they're not willing to look at. Like it feels like, I'm saying like a lot, sorry. It just really feels as though to me you're someone that's here to spread a lot of truth, and you're someone that's here to like really tell people how it is and to really show people how it is, but your energy is so compassionate and empathetic, and it's just so beautiful and nurturing that other people take advantage of you. And even in the spirit realm, I feel as though there's a lot of dark and negative energies, and we're currently going through a spiritual war right now. So it feels like some of the negative spiritual energies could even be clinging to you and causing you to feel so like anxious and stuck, and as though you're not actually spreading your light. Because the truth is, you are. Like, every day that you are living and breathing on this planet, you are, you're think about your vessel, and just like imagine all of the beautiful energy that's swirling around you and your chakras. And like, I feel as though you're the type of person that will walk into a room and heal it, and people might not even know. You might not even know. Like, you're probably not even aware of this, but you're the type of person to walk into a room and to like bring people back to earth. Like, you're literally, you're so expansive. Your energy is so expansive, and it's so radiant and beautiful, and it's within itself that even sometimes you may have people cling to you, and that's that caution coming out as well. Like, other people are clinging to your energy because you're so high vibrational and so beautiful, and it causes so much anxiety. That's the problem with sometimes being so highly empathetic and being so compassionate and being a light worker, because the dark clings to us. It's just not really something that we can avoid. It's something that we need to learn to overcome. And Saturn coming out is also telling me, Saturn is a planet of long, it's like, what am I trying to say? Long-term success, long-term goals, long-term achievements. So it's like, I feel as though maybe in your younger days and growing up, even coming up into your Saturn return, which happens at around like 28, 29, 30, you've really struggled with not being able to put like a wall up between you and other people. And part of your mission on this earth is for you to learn to, I feel, channel your like empathetic energy into the right medium. So you could even be someone that is meant to be like a medium. I mean, Ouija board, communication with spirits, that's literally what that is. It's communication with the non-physical. So, it's something that you might have been really afraid of or felt really uncomfortable about in the past, but it's something that you are really needing to, over a long period of time, work towards. And Saturn, he's ruled, who does he rule? I think he rules over Capricorn. And Capricorn is it's an energy that is always striving for achievement, but with Saturn being there, it's almost like it's a long-term goal. It's something that needs to be worked towards for a long period of time. And it feels as though you have a part of your life path is mastering this within yourself, and it's not being so negatively attached and attacked by other energies and by other people, whether they're non-physical, physical, you know, put it where it feels as though it fits for you. But yeah. So the next two cards you actually got two. I was only trying to get one, but you got two, so I took two. You have Chakra, which I'm going to read from the book, and you have Deer of Delta. So, you know, that's also giving me, like, look at how beautiful and nurturing and divine that card is. The way that mum and baby deer are holding each other. So, you know, I feel like you have got such a nurturing, beautiful, empathetic energy that other people and other energies just really sort of cling to, and it causes a lot of stress for you. So, Chakra says, the spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence, able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, grow your wisdom, and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul. Treasure the gift of your path, and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. Yeah, like that feels like what we're sort of talking about. Like, you are so spiritually gifted, so spiritually connected, so connected to the other realms that it can be really, really difficult for you to be here on earth. And part of your mission and your soul calling in this life is to integrate that, and it's to find that balance between being an extremely open, like, vessel and a beautiful channel and like just a highly spiritual being, and integrating that with how to actually live that out on earth, and how to teach and show other people, and to show the way, and to show people the truth of reality and of existence, because you know how expansive and how beautiful and how, you know, magical life is and can be, but you also, I feel like, know the darkness of that. You know the opposite. So you're learning how to balance the two so that you can really essentially be a truth teller, a way shower, somebody that teaches others how to do exactly what it is that you know, that, like, in your heart, I feel like you know what you've been doing. Like, I'm just looking at that you're already doing it card. In your heart, you know that you've always been here to show the way, and you know, you're coming to terms with that now, and it's really, that's actually really, really beautiful. So, next card is Deer of Delta. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level, because the real you is always empowered and protected by the light. Once again, that's that spiritual protection. You're so spiritually protected, and I feel like maybe a part of your journey in life has been coming to terms with that and understanding how protected you actually are and believing in it yourself. I feel like it might be beneficial for you guys to look up your Chiron placement in astrology and see what sign and what house that's in. So the sign's going to sort of show you the energy that is manifesting, and the house is going to show you where that actually does manifest. An example of what I feel like your energy would be, so Chiron in the 8th house or Chiron in the 12th house. And I have Chiron in the 12th house, so I feel like I know what this is like. It's like knowing how spiritual and connected you are, and just, you know, at one with the universe, but at the same time, something happens that wounds your soul. And so your soul needs to progress past the point of the wounding and be able to incorporate it in the healing. So I feel like I might actually read out what that Ouija board card says as well, but I definitely think have a look at your Chiron, because your Chiron is going to tell you where the house is going to tell you where your biggest struggle is in this lifetime. And I feel like you're just such an open vessel that other energies really, really like have a good time clinging to you. You'd like major Cancer vibes as well, so it could even be Chiron in Cancer, you know. So yeah, let me know in the comments actually if you know what your Chiron is and whether, like, you know, where it is and what's going on with you. But so you have Ouija board caution. Seek expert advice. Retreat. Don't dabble in what you do not understand. Someone is not all they seem. Put psychic protection in place each day by seeing yourself surrounded in white light. Trust your intuition. I look beyond the surface deep, where shadows lurk and angels weep. This message is as clear as day. From danger now, I step away. Yeah. You are meant to teach and to shine your light, but it's really important for you to learn protection. I feel as though you're literally someone that is here to help people actually learn and understand how important psychic and spiritual protection actually is. Even the fact that you've chosen the moss... Shit. Sorry. I apologize if you had headphones on. Moss agate is a very grounding stone. It's connected to earth. I mean, it's like, see all that pretty little moss sort of green in there? So, you are needing to definitely take more time grounding yourself into your physical reality. And we sort of talked about that in the beginning as well, where we were saying you are so highly empathetic, so psychic, so spiritually aware that other energies are clinging to, people are probably clinging to. You're just really needing that grounding, because you are here to spread truth and you're here to show the way. Like, you're literally the way shower. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, that literally just flew out. 10 of Cups. You are meant to be happy in this lifetime. You're meant to be spiritually fulfilled. This is not a card of having this is a card of having everything in order that you would like. It's having comfortable home life, a stable relationships, people that are accepting and loving you. Like, this is literally the card of ultimate happiness. It's having everything that you love and that you cherish being completely in alignment. All of your cups are in a row. Like, you've got every single cup filled, and it's just a feeling of the utmost rejoice. So, you are meant to be happy. And when I cut the deck as well, you also had the Ace of Swords. So the ideas that you have are brilliant. The way that your mind works is brilliant. Your thoughts are brilliant. But like I said in the beginning, with you having that 9 of Swords come out, it's more so the demons of the night that are getting to you, sort of thing. And I don't mean actual physical demons, although I would definitely highly recommend cleansing and protecting your energy as much as possible. I suck at shuffling, so bear with me. But I've already shuffled them anyway. But yeah, you're needing to definitely have a lot of discernment about your energy, because your energy is so high vibrational. You are such a beautiful, loving light. Just this energy that makes people happy. I feel like you make other people happy by being around you, and that's a gift of yours. It's a serious gift. But, wow, Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. But you can only sort of find that once you learn to really protect yourself. Wow, I've seen 3 aces come up in your reading. So the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands just came out. So, you are meant in your lifetime to be in serious spiritual power, serious divine power. You have such a passion and a zest for life, and an excitement that just surrounds you and surrounds your energy. And I feel like that might be why people, and just why you actually do have such a hard time, because I feel as though people like to suck the life out of people like you. Whether they mean to or not, people often attach to, wow, I am feeling a major pull. Well, that's never happened before. As I'm holding these cards, I literally feel like they're magnets. That's strange. I've never had that feeling before. You are literally a magnet. You're such a magnet that you're attracting negative and positive energies. And that's why I feel as though you might even be drawn to this reading, is Spirit's trying to call you into understanding how powerful you are. You're the King of Wands. All genders aside, it's just the masculine part of you is extremely, extremely powerful. And literally, this is the king, this is the beginning of the wand suit. So this is the spark of inspiration. This is getting a divine gift, a message from God that says this is the way to go. This is creative a creative idea, it's an entrepreneurial idea, you know, it's something that just sparks the excitement in your belly. It's something that just makes you feel so ready and expansive and excited and just vibrant to work towards. And then this is the King of Wands who's done that. He's made it. It's the highest denomination in the suit. He's listened to his guides, he's listened to spirit, he's listened to his intuition, and he's followed the call of his path. 27 on the... Oh no, that was 22, 27. Okay, sorry. My eyes are a little bit messy, but that could be a significant number to you guys. So 22 and 27. But essentially, like, this is amazing because I feel as though you have the 9 of Swords coming up and then you have the 10. So that's a progression anyway. That's moving. I feel as though once you learn to really truly protect yourself and protect your energy and to harness your energy and move towards what it is that actually divinely makes you happy, you're actually going to find so much joy and relief and so much happiness. Like, your purpose on this earth is to be a beacon of light and love and happiness, and to just like spread your kindness and spread your light and spread your truth. At the bottom of the deck you have Temperance in the reverse. You're an angel, like you're an earth angel. You're here to act as an earth angel, but at the moment things might feel like they're a little bit out of balance for you. It's all a little bit out of whack. It's like, you know, it's not moderated properly. It feels like maybe you're extending your energy too far one way and not enough the other. Like, there's too much giving, not enough receiving. There's too much extending and projecting your energy in a way that you're trying to help, but there's not enough psychic protection. Like, what I just really am feeling with you guys is serious psychic protection. And underneath that, oh wow, oh god. Like, sometimes these readings are just ridiculous because all the cards underneath just make me want to talk more. But Two of Wands is, you know, this is something that you've been waiting for a long time. You've been waiting to experience what I feel like is your true happiness and your true calling. And like, your true calling is leaving what you know to be not true behind. You know, with this moon and the Two of Swords underneath there, this is 2 cards talking about your intuition. And I saw those as I was talking about how psychically intuitive you are. This is the card of Pisces. So like I was saying before, you might have some serious prominent Pisces or 12th house placements. But you're needing to make a decision, and you need to make it from your gut. You need to make it from your heart, you know, wherever it is for you that feels like you make your decisions from. Like, intuitively, you need to follow that, because I feel as though this is also a message of closing off yourself to people that really are not deserving of what it is that you have to offer. You have so much to offer. You're so psychically in tune. You're so I just heard the word majestic. Like, you're so majestic, and you're so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel just like people are like magnetized. Like I said before, like, people are magnetized to you because you can see a different world. You see a different world to what everybody else is sort of living in, and people are drawn to that. They're excited by that, but at the same time, it can be really, for some people, it can essentially be that they need to like cling to you because they need your energy to feel that certain way in themselves. And for other people, it can really bring in a sense of jealousy. And, you know, with the King of Wands, you are someone that is extremely powerful and that does have a lot of power, and you know that you do within this life. And, you know, this is giving me Leo energy as well as Aries and Sagittarius, but big Leo vibes. I'm also filming this in Leo season, so, you know, this could be relevant if you're watching in real time. But this is also sort of telling me I'm hearing entrepreneurial sort of movements, because the Ace of Wands as well as the King of Wands can both talk about like an entrepreneurial venture, and I'm hearing just spiritual business. So you might be someone that is meant to have a spiritual business, a business that is here to guide and show the way. But the biggest thing that you need to understand throughout this is that you can't have a spiritual business that is not seriously protected. Because we are literally, like I said earlier, we are moving through like World War III right now, which is a psychic spiritual battle. it's a war between the light and the dark, and the light is winning. Of course, the light is going to win, and you know in your heart it is. We all know in our hearts it is. But the dark will do everything they possibly can to deter you. So this is just a big message, and maybe even a wake-up call that you need to be prioritizing your health. You need to be prioritizing what it is that you need in your life to make you feel safe and sovereign and protected and loved. And you know, you have so many angels and guides surrounding you, and they're all sort of calling you towards moderation and taking care of yourself in the most pristine of ways, like honoring your body, honoring your vessel, just putting yourself first, having one step in the foot in the spiritual, one step foot in the physical, you know, learning how to navigate the two, learning to balance between two worlds. This whole reading we've sort of been talking about balancing, and that feels like, oh, and you have 6 and 26 out here. Oh my god, 666. Shit. You got heaps of 6s out here, sorry. Yeah, you've got heaps of 6s out here, which is talking about balance, essentially, and my nose is getting really, really, really itchy, so this is definitely resonating for someone. But please know that your gift, your power in this world is just so big and powerful and bright and illuminating. And you know, it's funny that you would get the 9 of Swords coming out is your energy, but then the 10 of Cups, the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Temperance. You're a healer and you know it. And healers are always the ones that go through the most pain, really, because we have to learn how to heal, and we can't do that without first healing ourselves. So that's that Temperance as well. It's talking about healing yourself in order to heal others. So I've got this little book here. It's called Walk Tall. I actually bought this when I was like 17 years old, and I went through my first ever Dark Night of the Soul, which happened over heartbreak. So I've just opened it to a random page. I'm going to read you the affirmations on it because it could be relevant. So you have, courage is believing in yourself. A common misconception is that to believe in yourself, you must be 100% confident of success. And if you feel fear, you must have doubts. Reject this kind of thinking. We all feel fear. Like I was saying in the beginning with that fear, you might have definitely feared your path and feared your power when you were younger. It doesn't mean we don't believe in ourselves. Believing in yourself is about knowing you can handle your discomfort, especially when it tries to influence you to run from a challenge. Courage is believing in yourself. To plant a tree is to believe in tomorrow. So, there's that. Sorry, my camera cut out. But you guys are so powerful, and you're so deserving, and you're so vibrant, and your energy is something that this planet truly, truly, truly needs. So taking care of yourself is your #1 priority from now on, please, my friend. You deserve to be happy, and you really, really deserve to shine your light. So this is what I have for you, my beautiful group ones. I hope that this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments what you thought, whether you resonated. You know what? I would love to hear what is going on with you. You know, what are you struggling with? What are you moving towards? All that sort of stuff. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. Please do like this video because it really helps with the algorithm and actually really helps to get this video put out to more people. As well as subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you're actually updated with when I do post. I'm going to be posting at least once a week, hopefully twice a week coming into the future. So I love you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Thank you to your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and all the beautiful benevolent beings that are constantly surrounding you. And I will see you in your next reading. Mwah. I love you. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this little Merkiba chakra, weird little, far out, sorry. If you chose this weird little stone that won't focus, so I'm not gonna bother. Then this is your reading. So first up we have your oracle cards, and then I'm going to get into your tarot for a little bit more specifics on what's going on with you. But first up, I'm actually going to pull a tarot card on you and your energy. So Group 2, please, Spirit. What is Group 2's energy? Who are they? Alright, so you've pulled the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So, this is interesting. It's especially interesting with your cards that you've had come out and your song. So, I feel as though with your life purpose, with your soul calling, it's got something to do with the material world. So it's got something to do with wealth and finances and money, and I feel as though you're actually being called, and you have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. That's extremely lucky. So what I'm finding really interesting about your deck, your group, is that when I was listening to your song, literally, it just was really standing out to me. One of the lyrics in it is, there are some people on earth that are so damn poor, all they have is their money. And it was really interesting because you pulled the Taurus I have card, which is, Taurus is all about essentially what it says, I have. It's about the material, the earthly realm. It's the sign that rules over money and finances and, you know, all that sort of like give and take, and just essentially it's a sign that really indulges the senses, and it indulges the luxuries of life. It indulges the things that we really, really love on a physical sense. But the interesting thing I'm getting with you guys is it's not so much I feel as though you are needing to be rich or needing to be not so rich, because this is really interesting, really strange energy, because you also have the crumbling. What are you clinging to that came out with that? So I do get like a vibe as though in your past, maybe your past lives, or even just your past, your childhood, put it where it fits, I feel as though you've really, really clung to the physical material world. And I'm getting as though coming into your future and what your soul's calling for you and like your purpose is essentially you learning maybe to let people help you, maybe to let people actually... This is like, you guys are actually a little bit confusing. So the 3 of Pentacles coming out in the reverse as you and your energy, I feel like you're someone that doesn't like to collaborate so much with other people. You're someone that likes to stick to themselves. Taurus is an energy that is very comfortable in their own company and really likes to sort of spend time, you know, just in nature, in their luxuries, doing the things that make them feel comfortable and safe. And I feel like you're actually being called on your soul path to go in a new direction, to leave. Like, this is just giving me such second house, Taurus, South Node vibes. Like your past has been filled with so much. It could even be going the other way. Like, put this where it fits. Maybe you've experienced a lot of financial turbulence in your past and you're being called to move towards stability, or you've had so much stability in your past that you're sort of actually being called now to take a look more into the heart and into the occult and the spiritual realm and things that are feeling more expansive rather than restrictive in a way, because sometimes money can actually be restrictive, and that's what I was finding with that song. There are some people so damn poor, all they have is their money. By focusing so much on money, we can often forget that that's not actually what's truly important in this life. And I get that we live in a society that literally does rely on money. Like, you do need it. I'm not going to deny that for a second. But there does come a point where you realize you might be clinging to something, and your purpose, and this might not even be so much you, but maybe it is that you're here to teach others how to not cling so much to the material world, to the physical world, to the physical world. Because you had, what was that? Scrying mirror, projection, and aura, observation come out. So the first card that I noticed for you was this aura observation card. So I feel as though you're a really observant person, and even with that mirror coming out, like you can see people, you can see things for maybe what they truly are. And I feel like you're actually seeing this this material world, this material realm for what it truly is. And you might be seeing through the illusion of money, and you might be seeing through the illusion of, well, yes, this may give me financial, physical security, but it's not so much giving me spiritual security. Because like a lot of people, when they become so consumed by physical material wealth and gains, they lose touch with people, they lose touch with reality, they lose touch with, one of my good friends actually calls it losing touch with the common man, and I love the way she says that, because it's like so true. It's like literally losing touch with the common man, and there's no point existing on this planet as a light worker, as a starseed, as someone that is here to bridge the new world, the new earth onto this planet, which, if you've found my channel, that's who you are. There's no point clinging to that old sort of way of being, because we're not here to keep perpetuating what we're trying to move away from, which is the 1% being in control, which is poverty consciousness, which is all that sort of stuff. So I feel like you're actually someone that's mission and purpose and soul calling in this life is to actually really harness all this energy and to come to an equal, healthy balance. I feel as though with aura observation coming out, like firstly, you might actually be someone that spirit physically can see the aura of other people, and I feel like you're actually able to see through what people may be clinging to. Oh wow, so this is interesting. Maybe we're getting a bit more of a flow with this coming now, because in the beginning it was feeling really like sort of confusing. I was like, what do you mean? What's all this money stuff coming out for? So, I don't feel like anyone's life path on this earth is to just have money. That just doesn't seem plausible to me. We're supposed to do something with that money, or we're supposed to, create something. Whether it's an empire that makes a lot of money, that's great. But what is your empire actually doing for the earth? What's it doing for the world? So I feel like you're actually maybe even somebody that breaks up other people's belief systems, because you can see where people have projected themselves into something that isn't beneficial to the world, to the economy, social economy, any sort of economy, whether it's the social economy, whether it's financial economy. Like, I feel like you are someone that is here to sort of disrupt things. And I'm just really looking at that Taurus bull, like the look on his face is just like he wants to charge through it. I feel like you might want to charge and break down the walls of the physical reality that we've already sort of been living in, the society that we've been taught that is right for us, that we've been taught is what we need to, that success, things that we've been taught that are just not true. So like things like success is the only way to be seen as valuable in this world. When I say success, I'm talking about financial success, like being seen as someone that is financially abundant, and so therefore that makes you a successful person. That's not what I feel like you're on this planet to do. You're here to maybe bring to light, through observation, through seeing things in your own life as well as the people around you and just society at large in general. I feel like you are just here to break through the bonds of that and to sort of shake things up. And sometimes the Three of Pentacles can talk about secret societies. And I don't know why, I've never gotten this with this card before, but I feel like I don't know if you are someone that is just really against the, I'm just going to call them the 1%, but you know who I'm talking about if you're watching this, like, the cabal, the fucking, sorry, I keep swearing, the Illuminati, all that sort of stuff. I feel like you're actually someone that's here to sort of really observe and react in your own really divine, special way that actually creates a lot more stability for the common man, for the general population. Like, I don't know why all this is coming through. This is really interesting, but you're just someone that is definitely supposed to, like teach people to come from the heart rather than come from a place of greed, essentially. Like even one of the first lyrics in the song that Spirit chose for you was literally talking about greed. And you know, this might be why I feel like in your past you might have experienced this in your own way. Like you might have felt really happy about having like a certain amount of financial stability or whatever, or your family, and even in past life this could be relevant, but you've gone through a crumbling, or you've gone through something that has created like almost an awakening for you, and you're now able to observe the fact that, wow, this was actually really detrimental to my mental and physical health the whole time. It's something that is not actually where I want to put my energy and where I want to go. I want to create something that feels like it's more open and expansive and like giving from the heart rather than taking, because Taurus is all about I have. So this isn't to say I feel like you're not meant to have in this material realm. You're meant to have, but you're meant to have in a way that teaches people, you know, a safe boundary and something that feels like it's not so much taking from the planet, it's giving. Because I'm also really noticing in between with that crumbling card, like all of the flowers and just the nature that is in the middle of that. So it's like shaking down, breaking through the walls of society and what we've been taught is logical, what we've been taught we need to place our energy into and invest our time and effort into, like believing that the only way to achieve success is financially. I feel like you're breaking through that because you feel like someone that's experienced that, and you've realized, you've observed through your own life experience, that's not where happiness lies. And I feel like you're here to teach people, well, actually, you know, there's more to life. There's more to this whole thing. There is so much more to being a human being than just going through the motions of school and then university and then, you know, getting a good job and then getting married and having kids and going, like, you're here, I feel like, to shake things up, to literally project a mirror onto other people that says, well, hey, hold on, I've been here, I've experienced this, but now I'm choosing to do things a little different. Because like that aura observation card, you see things from a higher perspective. You see things from a different perspective. You're not so much attached to things the same way that most people are. And I'm going to warn you, my camera battery might run out of batteries. My camera might run out of battery, so if I have to switch this to my GoPro, I'm really sorry. The quality is not going to be quite the same, but the messages are still important. So you have Vulva of Cider coming out, which says, your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and conscious redirection of your inner energies towards what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greatest good. Wow. That feels like really in alignment with this crumbling card. So it feels like in your past you may have this could even be Pluto in the second house vibes, so let me know if that's true for you. Or 8th house. But you know, this does feel as though you've gone through an experience that has sort of catastrophically catapulted you in a new direction, and it's opening your heart to a whole new way of being. And your soul, this is a part of your mission. Like, sometimes when we're going through major struggle and major upheaval and just like crumblings, essentially, it feels so wrong. It feels like it shouldn't be happening, and it's such a breakdown, and it just is. It's almost sometimes can feel embarrassing to go through this. Like, you're like, especially if you've built up a sort of belief that you need to be a certain way, that your success comes from your external world. The second that crumbles, that's when you lose your sense of self-worth. And Taurus is all about self-worth. It's about my nose is getting so itchy. Oh my God. That always happens when I know that this is resonating. So for someone, this is hitting. So, you know, Taurus is all about that self-worth and self-care and cultivating that within yourself without needing to have everything material. Because I feel as though you are meant to be someone that has, even with that Ace of Pentacles coming up and with the star underneath that, you know, you hope for a fresh financial beginning. You hope for a change. You hope for things being stable and being something that you can actually sort of rely on. But at the same time, I feel like it's not in the way that you might have experienced previously. It's not in the fact that you have like $1 million in the bank. It's being stable in your sense of self. And as soon as you're stable in your sense of self, you actually open yourself up to being receptive to everything the universe is trying to bring to you anyway. Because, you know, you're not going through life alone. And as much as you feel as though you might be, as much as you know, I've been through this as well. The star is hope. It's having faith. It's trusting that the universe has got something else in store for you, but you're going through this moment of vulnerability where you've been stripped bare. You've been stripped of everything that you needed to let go of, essentially. And we sometimes look at it as being such a negative thing, but you're only being stripped from the things that you didn't actually need. So this feels like big revelations in financial, just your financial self and your physical self and what you need and what you don't need to have in this world to make you feel as though you are valued within yourself, because you need to value yourself first and foremost, above anyone, above anything. And it's not the money in the bank that makes you worthy as a human being. It's you just being a human being. You exist, and that's all that matters. You exist, and that's literally magic. Think about all the sperms that didn't make it. You're the one that made it. So, you know, you are so much more powerful and beautiful and just incredible than I feel like you've let yourself believe in the past, because I feel like you've clung to the fact that you need to have some sort of financial or even just physical status or recognition in order to be worthwhile, whereas the truth is you don't. And that's where I feel like we usually experience in life what it is that we're here to heal, I need to say this in a better way. You know, the problems and the destruction that we experience in our lives, is usually exactly what it is that we need to teach people how to heal from in our future. So, you know, if you're on my channel, then you're most likely a healer. And there is something in you that needed to heal in order for you to move forward and heal others in the same sort of area. So this is happening for you. It's not happening to you. It's literally here for you to observe and to create a new life prior to that. It's to create a new life out of that. It's to create a new life that feels a lot more aligned with you in your heart, more so than what you've been taught, projected onto was the way to be, essentially. I hope that is coming through properly. Sometimes I can be really crap at talking. So I'm going to read this scrying mirror card. Be careful what you wish for. You must learn to love yourself before you can truly love another. What was I just saying? An unhealthy behavior or obsession does not serve you. Dig deeper to uncover the truth. Someone is projecting the doubts and fears onto you. My heart is finally set free from thoughts of how I must have it be. Mirror, mirror, as I scry, I see my one true love. 'Tis I. Wow, literally, that's what I was saying. Like, you are your greatest love. You are the most beautiful person in your own life. So you need to look at treating yourself that way, because your past, you've had to go through this crumbling, because this crumbling is a major part of your journey. Your soul is calling you towards a new way of being, and the only way that it can do that sometimes is through a major tower moment. And this is what this is, a tower moment. It's something that rips the foundations out from under us, because the foundations were never there in the first place. They were never solid. It was something that was hindering you more so than helping you. So with aura observation, you have always ask the question, is this for my highest good? You will witness something important. Become more aware of signs and symbols that spirit brings you. Try to see the good in others. You may have a gift for sensing and seeing auras. As I take a look around, things aren't quite what I once found. The veil is lifted, eyes are bright, observing all with my new sight. Yeah, that's what this really feels like. You are having such a deep revelation. You're being called to look at things differently so that you can teach other people to do the same. That's incredible. So let's get some tarot for you guys. I feel like those cards are really on point for what we were just talking about. So Queen of Swords in reverse has come up first, and the Four of Wands. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, wow, with the King of Swords on the bottom. So this could definitely have to do with a relationship with somebody else, whether it's, you know, a father. I don't know, for some of you this could be something to do with your father. Your father might have always told you that you needed to be a certain way in order to achieve some level of success. And with that Queen of Wands coming out, it could be someone, you sort of reacting and saying, you know what, no, I do not want to adhere to what it is that you're trying to tell me. So yeah, that could be that, or, you know, there could be essentially somebody, communication is coming up. It's like communicating yourself the way that you actually want to be. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be really, really sharp-tongued. She can be cruel. She can be someone that is just really harsh and will just say whatever the hell they are because they're raging, and they're just like, you know, they've got a fiery venom tongue, essentially. I just heard the word venom, so, you know, King of Swords and Queen of Swords, I also see this as the masculine and the feminine aspects of you needing to come together and integrate into like a new idea, a new way of being, a new way of seeing the world, a logical way of thinking, a way of thinking that isn't so harsh and brash and so focused on needing things to be a certain way. And you have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, this is a period for you to rest. This is a period of you needing to lie down and to get all of your sort of thoughts in line, to get yourself in order, to get yourself feeling, you know, sometimes you might have been, wow, 2 fours actually. So you have the King of Queen of Swords, and then you have 2 fours coming up. So 4-4, stability, your roots, your stability, literally foundation. So it feels like what you're truly wanting and what you're actually being called towards is a stable foundation. It's something that's solid. It's something you can celebrate. It's something that you can feel really, truly connected to, but it's needing, you know, time. And I'm feeling like with that Four of Swords coming out as well, that is you needing to take time out to rest and focus on your health and focus on your healing and focus on what it is that makes you feel provided for and taken care of, because you have a big mission. You have a mission that is here to teach other people exactly what it is that you're currently going through. So, you know, this even feels as though I don't really subscribe to the whole twin flame thing. I think that's really toxic. But this could be talking about a relationship for sure. It could be talking about even maybe a marriage has crumbled. Something has crumbled within your physical environment, whether it's a relationship, whether it's financially, whether it's, you know, it's a job, just put it where it fits. But this crumbling is literally trying to teach you to care more for yourself than to focus on what everybody else's idea of success is, what everybody else's idea for you is, what everybody else's idea for moving forward in life is. I feel like it's really like you are going to have your moment of celebration, and that is what you're called towards, but your moment of celebration might be completely different to what you actually thought it was years and years ago. So, you know, you're going through a period of seeing people for who they are, seeing the truth of things, seeing things for what they need to be seen as. Like, I feel in your past you might maybe just let things go, let things slide. You've just sort of wanted to ignore things. You haven't wanted to sort of speak up and reach out and say, you know what, I feel like this is what's going on and this is how I actually feel and I'm going to go do this instead. It's more so a feeling of you not really putting yourself out there and extending your hand and sort of saying, well, I actually think this, and I actually know that this is what's important for me. So it's very interesting. Like, your energy from the beginning of this reading is really, really interesting. And even this like little Merkiba stone, like this is something that I came in a pendulum. I bought this in a pendulum in Salem, Massachusetts, like 3 or 4 years ago. And it was a really lovely pendulum. I paid quite a bit of money for it and it broke. I never even got to use it. So like, even the fact that this comes out of something that was broken, but at the same time, it's your entire chakra system, you know, it's your root, it's your sacral, it's your solar plexus, your throat, your heart, your throat, and your third eye. You know, you're needing to come into a full body balance with who you are and not base that off what other people have externally told you. Like, you might have grown up with a really overbearing parent that said you need to do this in order to do this and be successful, blah, blah, blah. And you're now coming to the realization point where that is not what you want. Underneath the Four of Swords, wow, see, there's that Tower card. I knew it was going to pop up somewhere. Like, your foundations have been ripped out from under you, and this is a part of your soul journey and your calling. That's why it's coming out. And what is your soul purpose and calling? Your soul purpose and calling is to go through a major tower moment that pushes you onto a new direction in life. So you had the Three of Wands come out, which is essentially traveling, moving, going, putting yourself out there on a new trajectory. It's leaving the past behind and moving into a new way of being. So that's a 3, 2 4s. And then you have the 8 of Wands. This is fast movement. Once again, travel, moving, going. Fast, quick-paced sort of communication. It's just, I feel like you're needing to learn to communicate what it is that you need and to go for it and to put your heart out there and put yourself out there from a space of your heart, rather than from a cold space of just feeling like, you know, it's logical, but it's not exactly passionate. And with those wands coming out, wands is all about the passion. It's the spark. It's the inspiration in your life. It's the things that make you feel divinely guided. It comes from the divine. It doesn't come from the mind. And that's why I feel like this is all happening for you, because you're supposed to inspire other people the same way you're going through your own crumbling. In the future, you're going to help people navigate through theirs, because this is all designed to really open your heart and to see what it is that you need to do in life is actually really important. And you feel it in your heart and you can't ignore it, because as long as you ignore your heart, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay trapped. You're going to stay in a stagnant space. And eventually, like what I feel as though has happened, Spirit will just come and rip the rug right out from under you. So that's what I feel Spirit has done. They've ripped the rug out from underneath you so that they can push you onto the trajectory of what you're actually trying to move towards. And, you know, that's in honoring your gifts and celebrating your life and, you know, creating I just heard a business based on self-care. So for some of you, you know, it's a business, it's just a relationship, it's a way of being that makes you feel nourished inside rather than, you know, obliged is the word. So I've got this little book here. It's called Walk Tall. It's just a couple of affirmations and like random little things in it that pretty much I bought this book when I was going through my Dark Night of the Soul, the first one, and it just really helped me, and it's just like a little bit of inspiration and motivation. So I opened it to a random page, and this is what it says for you. The key to it has success scratched out. Failure. Humans are hardwired to fear negative comments from others. When our early ancestors were kicked out of their clans, it meant certain death. Thousands of years later, fear of rejection still dominates. Not caring what other people think is unlikely. Accepting and surfing the discomfort associated with not pleasing everyone is practical. That's pretty on point. I don't know what the key to success is, but the key to failure is trying to please everybody. Bill Cosby. Wow. And fearlessness is an illusion. There is no such thing as a fearless person. Our brains are built to feel fear for our own protection. To say you don't feel fear is nothing short of saying that your brain is damaged. A person who has no fear in a particular area, maybe. A person who has no fear in a particular area, maybe. A person who has no fear in all areas. Sorry, it stopped for me. A person who has no fear in a particular area, maybe. A person who has no fear in all areas, impossible. Steve Van Switzen. So yeah, that feels like exactly what we've been talking about this entire reading, is that your definition of success is completely different to the people around you, and that you need to embrace yourself and embrace your heart and push through the fear, because the only way to fail is by trying to please all of the people around you. And you're not here to please everyone else, my love. You're here to please yourself first and foremost, and your tribe will be, like, they will come to you for that. you're not here to be there for everybody, you're here to be here for the people that you're meant to be. And that's why Spirit has shoved you on this really crazy, you know, this momentum, this like, it just feels like massive crumbling tower moments left, right and center, so that you can actually find the truth within yourself and you can walk along that path. So my beautiful pile twos, that is what I have for you. I hope that this helped. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments what is going on with you. I would love to hear what it is that you're actually experiencing, what you're going through, you know, and let me know in the future as well, like how this comes about and everything, if you ever come back to this reading. So if you want to book a personal reading with me, all of the information is in the description box below. Please give this video a like, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm and actually getting this video out to be seen by more people. Subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be uploading one at least, but probably 2 videos every week. One reading and probably something that's a little bit more like talking about, you know, just some spirituality stuff. So let me know what you guys thought. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I would like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, and all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you, as well as your higher self. So I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much, and goodbye. Hello my loves, welcome, pile 3. If you chose this black obsidian spear, then this is going to be your reading. So we're having a look at what is your soul purpose and calling. I've pulled your oracle cards. We're going to take a little bit of a look with your tarot cards later to get some more specifics, but essentially I'm going to pull one tarot card to begin with, just to have a look at your overall energy. So what is the overall energy? What is the vibe of group 3 to Spirit? Who are they? Woohoo! You got 2 cards, so we're going to roll with that. Okay. So you have the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, which is very interesting. So, I feel as though, my friend, you are somebody that is learning to establish boundaries. Right here, you have the card of boundaries. It says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? I apologize for my lighting, because it's a little later in the afternoon than the other piles and the sun is just beaming through, so I can't help it, but I'm sorry. So you have boundaries, dowsing rod, seeker, 9th house, faith, part of fortune, increase. So essentially I'm feeling as though you are someone that cannot stand bullshit. So essentially with the 10 of Swords coming out and the 7 of Swords coming out, I feel like that's talking about, when I ask, like, that's you, I feel like you're someone that's been stabbed in the back an awful lot of times by people that haven't been honest with you. People that have betrayed you, people that have just essentially treated you like crap, really. You have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, this can be whether it's your family, father figure, just someone in your life that feels like they've got like a sort of domineering energy towards you. I'm just trying to see if the light's any better. No. But yeah, this is somebody that has like a tyrannical sort of energy, and even if this isn't a particular person, it could just be talking about society in general, like just or a company or something that has made you feel really caged and boxed in and restricted, and essentially that has just lied to you. So the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords is 2 cards of sort of betraying someone, going behind someone's back, backstabbing, hurting, all that sort of stuff. So it's interesting because one of the first things I noticed when I started pulling your cards, well, when I flipped over your cards, was boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And the fact that then you have the 10 and the 7 of Swords come out, and this is talking about what is your soul purpose? What is your soul calling you to do right now on this path in life? And it's really interesting because I feel as though it's actually establishing boundaries, learning who is for you and who is against you, and moving forward in a way that feels like it's actually like really benevolent for you. Like, look at all these hands that are reaching out and trying to grab this woman. You know, she's realized that, hey, hold on, there's too many people coming at me, there's too much going on, there's too many, you know, this could be opinions, too many people just trying to tell me what to do, who to be, how to act, what to feel. It's almost as though your path in life is actually learning to establish these boundaries and to put yourself first above other people, and to put yourself not even above other people, but above other people's opinions about what you should be doing, or like, because that's what that Emperor in the reverse can be. It can be like essentially an organization, a family member, a partner, just someone or something, just some sort of energy that is holding you down and sort of saying, no, like, you need to do this my way, and it is a tyrannical energy, and that's the word that I keep hearing in my head when it comes to you. So I feel as though you're really going through a period right now where you're actually learning about the truth of other people, the truth of why you need to set these boundaries, because you've been so drained in your past through other people. Just, it feels like they've literally been pouring at you, like people have been pouring at your energy, and you're just really needing to take a step back, and it's caused a lot of pain for you. I can definitely see with that Ten of Swords. That Ten of Swords is, there's someone that you know, you can't really get more hurt than that. They've been stabbed in the back 10 times with all those swords. They are lying there just in absolute just pain. But the thing that always comes with this card is, yes, there's so much pain here, but at the same time, there is a horizon in the background there. There is the sun rising. This is a 10. 10s are always coming to the completion of a cycle. So, you know, you've moved from the 7, which is seeing the fact that people have not been true to themselves, true to you, you know. They've been sneaky. You could have even in your past been lying to yourself a little bit about where you do need to set these walls and these boundaries up around other people, and like even maybe lying to yourself about trying to stay in a situation that really isn't beneficial to you. Your path in life is literally to move into a direction that you're feeling called towards, and that you're feeling energized and excited by, and like pretty much just, you know, excited by it. Because I feel like with this 10 of Swords and this 7 of Swords and this boundaries card, it's just really important that you are shutting other people's opinions out, and that you're shutting, I don't want to say everybody out, but you're shutting the wrong people for you out. And you know who those people are, I'm sure of it. So you also pulled Dowsing Rods, Seeker. So you are a seeker. You're on this earth to seek. I thought it was actually really funny because you pulled Dowsing Rod, Seeker, and then you also pulled the 9th house, Faith. And the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. The 9th house is all about our philosophy in life, and, you know, what it is that drives us, what it is that we feel, you know, innately drawn towards, that feels like, you know, what do we want to live by, like that philosophy sort of thing. Like, where is our faith? What is it that draws you? And I feel like you're somebody that seeks information. Like, you're really interested in maybe a lot of different things. You're always seeking to learn more and find out more and sort of know more. And it's interesting that you've got all these cards out that are sort of saying, well, at the same time, you've also been going through a lot of pain. Maybe people don't understand why it is that you are such a seeker. You might even be coming from a family that is quite like established and rigid, and that they're all sort of very stoic. I just heard the word stoic. So it feels as though like you're sort of like a feather in the wind compared to maybe some of the people that have been around you, and you're needing to trust the fact that, and have faith in yourself, that you are destined for something that just, I don't want to say is greater, but in your heart it feels greater than accepting a reality that isn't for you. And I feel like it's really interesting because you also pulled the card of Part of Fortune, Increase, that came out with that 9th house card. So this is telling me that there is a part of you that knows that there's something that you want to do in your heart, and as you move towards it, you are going to find that that's where all your sort of luck comes from. That's where your ease and your joy and your fun will actually come from. The Part of Fortune is a part in your astrological chart that talks about, well, it doesn't talk about, it's the part of your chart that is actually like, it's where all your luck is, essentially. I don't know exactly where it is. It's like something between the moon and your rising, maybe. But yeah, it's just a part of your chart that is when you head in the direction of it. Sorry, I just got really distracted by my partner walking around in the background. Yeah, but it's the part of your chart essentially where when you work towards it, you will find your your benefits. You will find luck, you will find good fortune, you will find things just magically begin to fall into place. An example is my part of fortune is in Virgo. So when I start to do things that are very Virgo-like, I'm a Pisces sun, so you know, it can be hard, but Virgo-like, so like doing the little things every day to take care of myself and routines and like things like that, they're actually really beneficial to me, and I notice a massive increase in my world around me, like manifestation wise. Everything just sort of starts to fall into place. So have a look in your chart where that actually is for you. It could be in Aries, it could be in Scorpio, you know, it could be in Sagittarius. It definitely could be in Sagittarius with that 9th house coming out. But so yeah, it's a part of your chart that pretty much takes you on an adventure as soon as you decide to like walk into it. And I feel like you are probably someone that's been dealing with people projecting onto you where you should and shouldn't, where you should be going in life, essentially, and making you feel as though you shouldn't be heading towards what you're naturally feeling drawn towards. And with that part of fortune coming out with the 9th house as well, it's like, have faith in what you're actually feeling called to go towards. I feel like it could be travel. You might be coming from like a family of people that have all stayed in the same town, and you just want to travel, you just want to go, you just want to explore the world and see what else is out there. And this is why, even I'm noticing that desert in the background, like, you know, you might be someone that's lived in the country your whole life, but you're just feeling so called to go to the desert and no one understands why. And it's interesting, actually, I just thought of The Alchemist, and I literally finished reading that book again for the 2nd time the other day. And as I was walking around before getting all this reading ready, I kept looking at the book on the table and thinking The Alchemist, and I thought, I wonder if that's going to come up in one of these readings. And it's funny that I actually feel like it's relevant to you guys. It's like, in that book, he left everything that he knew behind and went on a journey because of a dream he had, and he just could not kick this dream, he could not kick this feeling, he just had to go. And it sort of feels like that with you. Like, you guys just have to go. You have to seek what it is that you feel lights your soul up. And I feel like that gift, definitely with that 9th house and dowsing rods, could be travel. Could be like, you know, experiencing new things, going new places, trying new things. Your energy is obviously someone that wants to, I feel like you want to experience a lot, and you might have been pretty much lied to by the people around you, in the fact that you need to, by them telling you that you need to stay in a certain job or a certain town, or just like, you know, whatever it may be, put it where it fits, but keeping you caged essentially, and keeping you stuck feeling like, well, this is the way it is and this is the way life goes, and so I need to do that as well, sort of thing. So you're definitely someone that is meant to explore your faith, definitely, like, and I don't want to say religion, because religion isn't, I mean, obviously everybody is open to their own interpretation, but sometimes religion doesn't really open up for as much exploration as I feel as though you're actually really looking for. And like, I just really am seeing this part of fortune increase, and the universe is just trying to tell you, essentially, as soon as you stop listening to the, like, I just heard the arguments of other people that are literally causing you, it stabs you in the back every single time. It breaks your heart to have these people not accept you for what you want to do, but at the same time, it's a part of your mission and goal in life to actually overcome these people, to overcome this belief, this sense of stagnancy in a way. It's like, this is for you, 100%. And I've said that in every group, and the interesting thing is, it's because spirit doesn't really make life easy for us, really. Like, yes, some of us are born into easier circumstances than others, but at the same time, every single person has some level of something that they need to work through. And I feel as though, like, all these readings that I've done have really been talking about what has had to die in order for you to move forward onto this path of, like, what it is that your soul is truly calling you towards. And your soul is definitely calling you towards abundance and joy and fun and faith and pretty much just exploration. Like, and I'm sure that you already feel this deep in your soul, that you just want to maybe get on a plane or get on a bus or just grab a backpack and go and just go explore the world and just go see things from a whole new perspective. Because, you know, I feel like with this Seven of Swords, I'm really noticing in the background as well, just all these tents, all these different coloured tents and all these different things going on, and just feels like this can also be the card of sneaking around, and it's felt like maybe you've had to tiptoe around other people and tiptoe around and sneak around sort of some of the people in your life that are projecting onto you what it is that you need to do, and Spirit's calling for you to now establish these boundaries and say, nah, enough is enough. I know who I am, I know what I want, and I'm going to go for it, because you're meant to be, you might even be the type of light worker, starseed, soul, just soul in general, that is called to different places. Because there's a reason why we're called to go to different places. There's a reason why we're called to travel to a certain destination, and it's usually because our light is needed in a particular place. So, you know, you might be called to go to Glastonbury, and for some reason you go to Glastonbury and you go into a crystal shop and there's a book that you've always wanted there, or, you know, you meet somebody, or, you know, it's just, there's always a reason why we're called to somewhere. And even if nothing like that happens, sometimes it's literally just your light, just your energy needs to go there to like literally activate some of like I just thought Stargate portal, but then I was gonna not say it because I'm like, that sounds a bit crazy, but you know what, screw it, we're on YouTube and I can say whatever the hell I want. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you don't. But well, if you don't, you might want to look it up. There's Stargate portals all over the planet, and I actually do think that there is one in Glastonbury at the tour. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, I feel like Spirit's really trying to say that you will be rewarded as soon as you go towards what you inherently know is true. And it's really definitely asking you to have faith. Like, part of your path is having faith in yourself and having faith in the universe and trusting and seeking and just learning to disregard what isn't for you. And, you know, that can sound a little dicky, I suppose, but at the same time, I feel like you've been allowing projections from other people to keep you somewhere where you don't want to be. And so it's not selfish to put your boundaries up and say enough is enough, and to walk in a new direction that nobody else in your current circumstance understands. It is not selfish to decide, you know what, I'm going to put me first and I'm just going to go for what I want. It is not selfish to seek your joy and to seek your freedom and to seek your fortune, because it's not something to be ashamed of. You know, even if this is a little later in life that you're coming to this understanding within yourself, you've had to go through this journey for a reason. You've had to go through and figure out, okay, this is for me, this isn't for me, this, you know, I feel as though you don't want to be caged into an institution or a way of being or something that just feels like restrictive anymore. It's like, I just really keep being drawn back to this Emperor in reverse that just is pretty much like, you know, that's tyrannical energy. Like I was saying in the beginning, it's an energy that is stagnant. It's, well, not stagnant, but it stagnates you if you don't want to be like a pawn in this person's game or a pawn in society's game sort of thing. You are your own person, and underneath that is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which is like you still, once again, not going in your own independent direction. There's an independence here that you need to have, that you need to go on, and under that you literally have the Three of Wands, which is, once again, it's a card of travel and exploration and going somewhere new and seeing what else is out there and actually exploring and expanding your mind and just, you know, opening yourself up to a whole new horizon and brand new possibilities and things that you've probably never really experienced before. Because then under that, you have the Strength in reverse. So yeah, this is taking all your strength and all your courage and everything that you have, I feel, to change directions and to change paths. But this is a major thing for you. It's a major moment in your soul's evolution, which is deciding to put yourself first. Not lying to yourself anymore. Telling the truth to yourself and to other people, to just everyone around you, and just saying, this is what I want. This is what lights my heart up. This is the path I'm being called to. This is what I'm seeking. This is what I'm going for, and I'm just going to go do it. So that's really cool, and it's really important that you honor that. So the next card you have is Queen of the Nagas, which says, a sacred task exists for you to fulfill. It is to be found through connection to your heart. Be open only to those most authentic teachings which prove helpful to your continued spiritual progress and personal freedom. Cleansing your body, mind, heart, and soul will be of particular benefit at this time. Powerful, subtle energies are helping ensure your success. Believe that many positive synchronicities and unexpected allies will rally to support you. Yeah. Yep. That's literally that part of fortune that I was just talking about. Like, as soon as you decide to prioritize yourself, open your heart to exactly what it is that you want to do, regardless of what everyone else around you is telling you, you're going to experience a huge difference. Your life is going to change. And, there's something that you need to fulfill. There's somewhere that you need to go. I feel as though you're the type of person that needs to, you might even be a spiritual teacher in a sense, and that's why you're always seeking. You're always seeking more information. You're always seeking to know more and to express more and to teach more. But it's like the people around you have not really created a safe space for you to feel free to express that. And in a way, it's not really up to them. It's up to you to seek out where it is that you feel comfortable and most at home. And that's why a lot of us end up turning to the internet, because the internet is somewhere where you can find a community of like-minded people that don't exist in your current living arrangements. And especially with the way the world is at the moment, half of us are in lockdown, there's not so much physical travel that we can do. We can't really go to many places. So this could definitely be talking about needing to put yourself out there in a spiritual community, or just some sort of community that feels like good to you, that feels like it will honor your heart and honor your teachings. And it's funny because for as weird and wacky and unusual as we may be and feel at home in our own lives, in our own little bubbles, the internet loves your weirdness. The people around us might not understand us, but the internet does. There is going to be a tribe, a group of people out there that are just so connected to you and the way you share yourself and the way you honor your faith and your story and what you have to put out there. Somebody is going to really connect with that. And that's why that part of fortune is coming out, because it's in your destiny to go in the direction of your faith and your truth and your spiritual knowledge, and to set the boundaries, to cut the cords, cut people out that are not meant to be with you. And that sounds a little cruel, but it's true. You need to do it. You can't have people in your life that aren't worth being there. So I'm just going to read these little dowsing rods to you, and then we're going to head on to your tarot cards. Alright. The dowsing rods have sought you out to announce that your search is almost over. You've spent a long time searching, looking in the wrong places. Now is the moment to sense through your heart, using the natural elements as your guide. Doing so will point you in the right direction. Walk your path of destiny, aware of the signs in a flow of water beneath your feet. In the depths of the earth, create no attachments to the paths of others, for they may lead you to far more barren lands. You seek your path, and they seek theirs. Nature will guide you, so get out in it and seek out the watering holes, the streams and rivers, and find what you need in their reflections. Seek and you will find. Don't give up, you are almost there. Time to step into your destiny. A lost item will soon be found. You found the information you've been looking for. Reconciliation and reunion bring great joy. I sit it here, I seek it well. Oh no. I seek it here, I seek it well. But still I ask, where doth it dwell? The answer I find is flowing within and all around me. The streams and lakes manifest all I can be. So that's literally what we were just talking about, my friend. You're so close to your destiny, and you're being called to hold the faith and to trust that you are on the right direction. You are in the right direction, but the biggest thing for you is not listening to everybody else. I'm just seeing this person, when you're a kid and you hear, talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. You know what I mean? It's pretty much that, Talk to the hand, man. I am not listening. I am in my bubble. I am following my truth. You stick to the faith. Stick to that ninth house energy, you know, follow your own philosophy, follow your own heart. And the heart keeps coming up. Literally, it's so important for you to pay attention to the light that exists within your heart. Follow your heart, because that's what's going to guide you. I can't tell you, you know, I'm just someone on the internet, on YouTube. Only you can really sit with your heart and really understand and make peace with where you are, who you are, and what you are on this planet to do. Because as much as I'm here doing a tarot reading, telling everyone this is what your soul's calling you to do, you already know. I'm here to confirm for you. I'm not here to tell you anything that you don't already know. And with you guys, I already know that you know what it is. And if you are a spiritual teacher, then, you know, this is the time to do it. This is the time to start spreading your truth and spreading your light, because you've never been in such, you know, a reactive war right now. Like, we're literally in a spiritual war. So honor that and spread your truth and spread your light, and the right people are going to be drawn to you like a moth to a flame. So let's have a look at the tarot card, Spirit. Let's just get a little peek. What is Victory's soul calling them to do? Woo-hoo. See them just jump out. The Hermit, there you go. Going inside, going within. The Hermit has got so much knowledge, literally. What do you think of when you think of a hermit? I think of Lobsang Rapa when he used to talk about, that's an author. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys used to read Lobsang Rapa, because oh my god, he's no, I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, so when you think of a hermit, you know, you think of a spiritual man up in a cage, meditating on you for years and years and years on end, essentially looking for the light in life, trying to find enlightenment. You are someone that is very, very enlightened. You're someone that really seeks to know the truth of things and to really experience the truth of things. Wow, the Chariot, yes. You are definitely on your journey. You are meant to ride into the sunset and enjoy your blessings. Yeah, you are meant to take a risk, to jump off the cliff, to go for it. Knight of Wands, to follow your passion. What is it that lights you up? What sparks that like passion in your heart? What lights the spark of creativity within you? What is the fire that is under your, like, that is lit under your butt? The fire in your belly. You've been avoiding walking away from certain people, from certain places, maybe even certain establishments and things that are just really not of service to your highest good. And the Knight of Wands is asking you to go forward, to charge hard. He doesn't question, he just goes. You know, this is someone that needs to go on a pilgrimage. They've got all these cups that are, yes, they're full, but they need to walk off and sort of go in the direction of their heart and their soul and follow their intuition. And that's why that moon's there. But see how dark it all is? It's because it's dark and it's scary. It's the unknown. And that's that Hermit coming up as well. Like, it's not an overly bright card. It's the darkness. The only light that really exists there is that lantern. And that lantern is representing the light of your soul, the light of your intuition, the light of your heart. So it's just your goal in this incarnation is, at this current point in time, is to break yourself free of essentially the patterns, the people, the places, the things that make you feel stuck, that make you feel trapped, that make you feel like you don't have freedom, because you're supposed to be free. You're supposed to be, like, the ninth house is travel, like I was saying before. And what is travel? Travel is freedom, it's exploration, it's exploring, it's moving, it's going, it's just, you know, the Chariot is someone that's moving in the direction of their soul's guidance. They're listening to spirit. See all those stars up there? They're listening to the call of spirit. They're answering the call. They're just going, you know what, I hear you, I feel you, I see you, I go. I'm integrating the light, the darkness and the light. Both aspects of me, the masculine, the feminine, the yin and the yang. There is both parts that need to come together in order for you to move forward. It can't just be one or the other. the yang, I mean the yin would be, you know, if we were all yin, which is feminine energy, we would just be accepting everything and just flowing and, you know, blah blah blah. Like you need that masculine energy to come together and to create physical, tangible things, because feminine energy is beautiful. It's manifestation, it's connection with the universe, it's God consciousness and all that sort of stuff, but it doesn't take you anywhere if you can't physically ground it into reality and do something with that. So you're being called now to finally, I don't want to say finally, but like you're being called to step up and acknowledge where you have probably been dishonest with yourself for quite a while about what you need, who you are, and where you're going in life, and it's time to just follow the call. The Knight of Wands is someone that is just so passionately inspired by life. They're excited, they're jubilant, they just want to go. You know, that's that traveling again, just rushing off and packing their bags and going. So, you know, you're coming to a point where you're just saying, I want to go. And that Ace of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck too, you know, it's saying you have the idea, the spark is within you, you are ready, you have everything that you need, but you just have not really been taking action yet, because I feel as though there are some things that you need to let go of. There are some things that you know that you're going to have to release. There's some grief that's going to come with it, because, you know, you can't go on one path and not leave something else behind, on a new path and not leave something else behind. Because, you know, where there is death, there is life. Where there is life, there is death. It's always like, it's like that yin yang, like I was saying, infinity loop. Like everything is always going sort of. So, you know, there are things that you need to give up and let go of. And this definitely could have to do with a job. It could have to do with material things. Definitely, because the pentacles are talking about the physical, tangible, material things in life. Whether this is like people, or whether it's, you know, a home, it's a family member, it's money, a job, anything. Like you sort of put it where it fits for you, but there are some things that you need to let go of in order for you to take this new beginning and to just roll with it and go and allow like that spark and passion and creativity. Because when we're in a Five of Cups energy, which is a feeling of loss and sadness and deep suffering and regret, it pretty much doesn't allow for the spark of life to re-enter into your spirit, and you need that spark of light and life to go forth and create what it is that you're actually wanting to create. And, you know, you feel like you've come so far, you've gone through so much, you've been through so many different experiences that have been really, some of them really negative, and I'm sure some of them really positive, but in the end you're being called to integrate it all and turn it into progress. You know, it's honoring that yes, some bad things have happened to me, honoring that darkness, but yes, there is so much light that lives within my soul, and I'm ready to go forth now and like turn that into what it is that my heart feels called, you know, put it where that is for you. Like, what do you want to be? Spirit's calling you straight towards it. What's that thing that's like really deep in your heart calling you? Because that's it. And I feel as though it's something to do with travel and teaching, and because that's the thing with the ninth house as well. The ninth house can refer to a philosopher, teacher sort of thing. Someone that like shares and spreads information about life and about knowledge and about truth and knowing. So trust with that Hermit especially that you have so much knowledge. You've been on this journey for a long time. You've had to go deep within yourself, and you're coming out of that now, and I feel like you're no longer lying to yourself or lying to, you know, anyone about where you're at. You're starting to say, okay, well, I need to do this for me, and I'm setting the boundaries first and foremost, because it's super, super important. So last thing I'm going to do is just open this random little book to a special page for you, and this is pretty much just going to be like a little quote, I don't know what to call it, like just like a little motivation thing, because yeah, I got this book when I was going through my first ever Dark Night of the Soul. I was like 17 or something, and yeah, I just found that it was really helpful. So it's called Walk Tall, and it says for you, Your fears are unique. Comparing your fears with other people's fears will only set you up for failure. This is because your fears are based on your own life experiences, just as other people's fears are based on theirs. Our fingerprints are unique and so are our fears. Don't beat yourself up about them. Individuality is freedom lived. John Dos Passos. And just keep moving. We all want to start at the top instead of working our way up. It's human nature. However, many people fall into the trap of giving up if success doesn't come quickly enough. Success in every area comes to those who keep moving toward their goal instead of stopping at the first setback. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid of standing still. Chinese proverb. Wow. Yeah, so, this might have be taking a while. This might have taken you a long time to even get to this point. It might take a long time even yet to start building exactly what it is that you're trying to build, but it's so important that you just keep putting one step in front of the other. And when I was looking at this card, I was really reminded that this is the card of Virgo, and Virgo puts one foot in front of the other. They do something every single day. They're not doing everything all at once, all of a sudden. It's someone that is putting effort in every single day to get to what it is that they need to get to. It's meditating in the morning, it's spending time thinking about their health and thinking about what it is that their spirit and their soul actually really needs. And that's feeling really, really important for you. It's nourishing yourself first and foremost so that you can move forward and teach and be who it is that you truly are. So yeah, I feel as though you're definitely a teacher in some way, shape or form, in whatever way that looks to you. Even if that's traveling, traveling and teaching people about the magic of travel, put it where it fits, like I keep saying. But yeah, that is what I have for you, my beautiful pile 3s. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments whether it resonated. Subscribe to my channel because there's going to be plenty more videos like this coming. I'm going to try and do one pick a card reading a week and possibly one other sort of educational sort of spirituality video. So yeah, if you want to book a personal reading with me, all of the information is in the description box below. And yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. I would like to thank your guides, my guides, your higher self, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding us both. And I will see you in the next reading. Mwah. Love you. Bye.